Monday the 20th, and we've taken Max to the vet because he's limping, and when he's having an MRI to see what he's done to his leg. Later on in the day after he's had his MRI, and we're going to take him home. He's a bit dopey, but he'll be alright. He needs treatment on both his legs. Tubers, it's the 21st of June 2016 today, and we're back down the allotment doing a potato reveal. Now Brian's going to empty this bucket, which has 2 Charlotte potatoes in it. It was planted on the 4th of March, and it's had its 15 weeks now, and even although there will be a bit more growing to do in it, we're going to empty it anyway, because we don't like huge new potatoes. We like them to be sort of hen's egg size. Now I've just speeded it up a little because I know how boring it can be, you know, when you're not seeing much. It's Max in the background. He's been digging up an ant's nest, but you know, he'll learn. Once they bite him, he won't do it again. If he gets into a red ant's nest, that is. And there's quite a few potatoes growing on the outside here. I fed them quite a lot. I fed them comfrey, bloodfish and bone, potato fertilizer, and I also fed them tomato liquid feed, and they were kept watered nearly every day. If it rained, I didn't water them, obviously, but Brian was saying that the soil was quite moist when he emptied it. Now we don't have the digital scales. We just have the ones that go to that measure kilograms. And we forgot to take a carrier bag, so we have to use a potato bag, but we weighed it first anyway and zeroed the scales to it. Well, there we are, YouTubers. That's our Charlotte potatoes, and we'll be having some of them for tea tonight, and the strawberries as well. We seem to be getting that amount of strawberries every day. I haven't weighed them all, but there must be at least 25 pounds of strawberries that we've taken off of the bed on the new plot. And we've still got loads of other strawberries to pick on our original plot. But now we're going to take a few beetroot home with us to cook, and Brian's going to have a look for reasonable sized ones, which that one is. And Brian's been eating cooked beetroot every day because he loves the stuff. We only want a few, we don't want a lot. And of course the tops go to the chickens and the duck on the allotment. And they've come to look for it now. If the duck sees us, he's straight by the end of his pen waiting for us. So, I'll get back to you. Morning YouTubers, it's the 23rd of June 2016 today. We've just been in the polling station and cast our votes. I won't tell you how we voted, but we both voted the same. And I think there'll be some big changes coming if for this country if you know, if it goes our way. So I think you can guess how I voted there. A couple of things I want to show you before I take you back home, because I want to show you how I promised one of my subscribers that I'd show how we did the beetroot. And I'm also going to do potatoes, because we've got far too many potatoes. We've just emptied another pot, and we've had 3 kilograms out of it. And I'll show you that in a minute. I wish I'd filmed it because you know, I could just be saying anything, but I didn't film it because I've already put one on. So this is a couple of things I want to show you. In this container I've taken off some of the sweet corn pollen and I've put it in here, and I'll put the lid on and leave it in the shed, and by tomorrow morning all the pollen will have come out of it. You can actually see some pollen there, and I am doing this because we've had such wet weather, and I know for a fact that when you have wet weather constantly, the pollen doesn't get dispersed the same, because it's the little seed pods are damp. They need to be dry to disperse properly, so I'm not taking any chances with that. Now, this is the haul that we've had for today. This is a bag of 3 kilogram potatoes, 2 Mordovia kohlrabi, which I'm going to cook for tea tonight, a few beetroot just to show how we do the beetroot, and of course some strawberries. Now this bed up here that we've been taking all the strawberries from, we've had 25 pounds of strawberries out of that bed, but it's coming to an end now, so all the rest of the strawberries the birds can have. We're going to leave the top up, you know, the netting up, so the birds can have it, and then just concentrate on these beds here. I've got 3 beds there and 2 beds over there, and they are producing huge strawberries. They're really nice. Usually the bigger strawberries don't have the same taste, but trust me, they do have the same taste. They're lovely. So we'll get back home, and I'll show you 1 or 2 things, how we do things at home. Okay, bye for now. Folks, I thought I'd like to tell you what's wrong with Maxie. His elbows, because he's been on a good nutrition, his cartilage is growing quicker than his bone, and his bones on his elbows were starting to crumble a little bit. So now he's on a strict diet. He's on anti-inflammatories, and worst case scenario would be that he would need an operation, but I think I've made up my mind that if it's not life-threatening, I'm not going to put him through that. At the moment he's on medication, and like I say, we're going to keep him on a strict diet. He's taken a liking to carrots, which is a good thing, because before we would give him you know, a dog chew or, you know, a treat like that, but that's all calories, so carrots have very little calories in it. So at the moment he's on a sort of light diet, until his bones can catch up with his cartilage. He's going to grow till he's about a year to 15 months, so he's going to have to be on this diet all that length of time. And Labradors just love food, but we have to do the best we can for him. You know, and if you can see where they've shaved his leg there, but yeah, he's walking better. He's not limping this morning, but it would be the anti-inflammatories that's helping him. So we'll see how he goes, but we'll do our best for him. I have him well insured, so it doesn't cost us much, so that's good. Right folks, we're going to tackle the potatoes first in an old soup pot that we've got. We've got 3 kilograms of potatoes in here, and we'll parboil them, and then I'll get back to you on that.
Right, whilst we're waiting for the potatoes, this is the beetroots. And what we do with the beetroots is we get them like this, straight from the ground, give them a little wash, take all the dirt off, and I peel off some of the small roots, give them a haircut. Right, that's that. So it's like that.
Come over so I can see.
Just like that. So that's it. They're all ready. Put them in the pot.
You have to tell them, don't move the pot a minute, you have to tell them that you twist the...
Yeah, you leave this much, about that much. Just twist it, tops off, just leave about that much. Because if you cut it right down, it will bleed.
Now, how long has it got to boil for?
So we put these on to boil, and boil them for about 3/4 of an hour.
Okay, and we'll get back to you when we've done that.
Right. Now this is beetroot that I've boiled and skinned, and now I'm going to part frozen them, and I'm going to vacuum seal it and then put it back in the freezer.
Yeah, but why do we part freeze it?
So that the it doesn't suck out all the juice.
Yeah, because this machine will suck the juice out of it if we don't sort of part freeze it. Right.
Right.
No. Yeah.
Right. Tatties are parboiled. They're supposed to be blanched.
No, they're supposed to be parboiled, Brian.
Well, according to the internet and all that, it says blanch them.
It doesn't.
But so now I've put them all in a bag, and
I think you've got too much in that bag, actually.
And now
you're going to struggle.
I'm struggling a little bit, but we'll get there. That's that.
Switch it on.
Switch it on.
Wrapping and seal. Sucking all the air out of it. When it knows it's got all the air out of it, then it will seal it.
Yep.
It's a very good machine, this.